What's good with y'all boys? YouTube, it's Boogie back with another video. So I get a lot of y'all who ask, what do I do to develop my triceps and my biceps? What are my top favorite exercises for arms? Arms is real simple. You don't really need too many exercises to get them to grow and to get that thickness and 3D shape that you're looking for. So I like to do skull crushers for my triceps. This really hits my lateral head and my long head the best with my triceps. Now, what I do is I go relatively heavy when I hit my triceps because my lateral head and my long head responds better to heavy weight and heavy higher reps as opposed to going moderate, to light and doing high reps on the triceps. So if you really want that lateral head thickness, you got to hit the skull crushers, man. These exercises are great. I usually do anywhere from 3 to 5 sets between the rep range between 15 and 20 reps. I like to keep my elbows tucked in so that I don't damage my elbows in the future. And I make sure to have the form on point because form is everything when it comes to exercises. Now, what I like to do sometimes is I'll do 3 regular reps with my elbows tucked in, and then I'll slow down the range of motion and let the weight sit at the bottom before I push it back up to the top, and then I go back to doing just your regular 3 reps, and then I flip between those 2 variations of doing your regular 3 reps, and then going slow, letting the weight, come down and really getting that good stretch in the tricep, then pushing back up and extending and locking out your elbows. So, as you see here, make sure my elbows are pointed forward as much as possible. You don't want your elbows to flare because, like I said, that could cause problems in the future. So make sure your elbows are tucked and pointed forward, and that also helps activate the long head and lateral head more because it's more isolation when you keep your elbows tucked in. The stretch and the contractions are the 2 most important things when it comes to any muscle groups that you're training. You want to make sure that you're getting that good stretch and that you're getting those good contractions for the best results. When you do quick reps and short reps, where you don't fully extend, those are okay. Those are good to do for a pump. But if you want that complete, 3D look, that complete muscle development, then you need to focus on slowing the movement down and really getting those contractions and stretches. So for my biceps, I'm very bicep dominant, which is I've been trying to work on that to change. But when it comes to biceps, it's the same way I do my triceps. I try to focus on the contractions and stretch. And the reason why I emphasize on contractions and stretches so much is because that's where the majority of your muscle breakdown goes on so it can build back up to stronger and more prominent muscle fibers, right? So bicep curls, I use the easy bar curl, and what I'll do is 3 reps, and then I'll slow it down, do 3 reps, hold it at the bottom, then slowly back to the top. Make sure I squeeze at the top, and then I'll slowly go back down. To grow your arms is really simple. You've got to go heavy and you got to go till failure. The arms, you could go till failure, You can go heavy on that, and that's what you want to do to maximize your muscle growth. When you do those quick burst reps or short reps or half reps, those are really good for a pump if you're trying to get a real good pump in your arm. But when you focus on the contractions and stretches, that's where a lot of that breakdown goes on in the muscle group. And that's ultimately what helps build those fibers back up 10 times stronger is when you have a longer stretch, 2-second stretch at the bottom, then come back, squeeze at the top for 2 seconds. So when you're doing tricep push downs, the key is to, whenever you grab the weight, right? You grab it, you grab the rope. When you push down, make sure that your wrists come at kind of an angle to where when you come down all the way with the rope, your thumbs are pointed towards the ground. So each time you pull the rope down and pull out, your thumb should be pointed towards the ground, and hold that for 1 to 2 seconds and then come back up. That's going to really activate that lateral head, get that thing on fire, and that's exactly what you want. So just make sure that with each rep, your thumbs are pointed towards the ground and you're getting that stretch, like I said, which is the most important thing. And you'll see when you have your wrist come outwards and got your thumb pointed towards the ground, it'll have more activation in your lateral head and your long head, as opposed to if you weren't doing it, then you would just mostly feel it in your medial head, but that's about it. So get in the habit of not really worrying about how many exercises you're doing. If you're only doing 1 or 2 exercises, then you can focus and train those exercises correctly so you can maximize your gains, as opposed to doing a whole bunch of exercises and not really focusing. You don't need a lot of arm exercises to get your arms to grow. I probably use about 2 arm exercises for my biceps, which is the easy bar curl, and then I use hammer curl sometimes, and then might do the preacher curls on the machine from time to time. So as you guys are watching the video, I hope you guys are paying attention to the exercises I do and how I do them, how I do my form and all of that, so that you can try to apply it to yourself where you could possibly get similar results. Now, it shouldn't be too heavy to the point where you can't pick up the weight, but heavy, and you know what I mean, heavy enough where it's like, you know what I'm saying, this is difficult, but I could at least still do it for 6, maybe 8 reps. So I hope this video helped you guys get a better understanding about how to hit your arms and how to get them to be developed and grow correctly. And the proper way to do that is by focusing on your form and focusing on the different variations that you do and making sure that you have correct form for doing that also. So if you enjoyed this video and this video helped you out, make sure you comment down below. Let me know what else y'all want to see. Don't forget to leave a like on my video, subscribe. I'm gone.